Hello. Well, today I'm in the vegetable garden sowing some seeds. The coarse fishing season ended a few days ago. It won't start again till June the 15th. And the trout season doesn't open until April the 1st. So there's no excuse for me not to sow some seeds. It's still quite cold and the ground hasn't really yet warmed up, so I'm going to plant some carrots, and I'm going to put a sort of a cloche that I've made over the top to keep the ground warm. Now the idea is to sow the seeds between these two lines. Now I've got 3 rows of red onions on one side of these carrots, and 3 rows of white onions. I like to have a piece of string over the top where I plant seeds or sets, anything like that, so that I know exactly where they are. And as soon as they poke their heads through the soil, then I could take the string away. But it does have a sort of a protection from birds and things like that, because this line is suspended over them. The trouble with carrots is you either sow them too thinly or too thickly. I put some fine soil over the top through a sieve. I try not to stand on the ground, that's why I use that aluminium plank. Now this is the protection I have, these nets that can go over rows, protects from pigeons and anything that might damage the crop. And I've put a polythene jacket over this one. I can't avoid stepping on the ground at that point, but I will rake it over later. Hopefully the smell of the onions either side of the carrots will keep the carrot fly away, which is always a problem. Once you start pulling the carrots, disturbing the soil, the carrot fly can it seems to smell carrots from miles away and comes in. Now I'm going to put the potatoes there later in this bed there. We've still got some leeks, and they do last well. They've gone right through the winter. And there's the broad beans that were planted. Some of those were planted before Christmas, and next to those I've got 2 rows of kale, and they were planted last year. In the greenhouse we've got lots of plants coming on, or they have been sown, eagerly waiting for the time they go out. It is very easy to plant too late, but you just got the get the timing right. There's the potatoes, seed potatoes. I've got a few earlies, which you can see the Sharps Express earlies, and then the rest will be main crop. Not growing quite as many potatoes as last year. We've got some Carlos, and finally I've got some Albert Bartlett, which is a nice potato. Now you noticed I used you probably didn't notice it was a very narrow rake. It is very good for going between the rows. Now there's a normal rake which is nearly twice the width. It's a very useful little rake, that. Anyway, spring is showing all over the garden. The daffodils are looking very nice. It is a lovely time of year. I love this time of year where the buds are just springing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video, having a look at the vegetable garden and a few of the spring flowers. Spring is a time of new beginnings. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little video. If you did, please click a like and maybe subscribe. Goodbye.